Evening people, welcome back to the channel. Tonight is the finals of the P1RC Gr3 Mustangs. Just let me know whether I'm coming through loud or clear, loud and clear, not loud or clear. Yeah, finals night tonight from Circuit du Saint Croix. Oh, I spelt it wrong. Okay, it's got an E on the end. Circuit du Saint Croix B. It is the 2 version, so it is the reverse track. Many variations of the Saint Croix circuit. Excuse me. So we've got a few stand-in drivers tonight. Let's have a look here. So we've got CJW Racing standing in for P1 Baggy. Who else have we got? We've got Pilgrim Paddy stepping up. He is taking the place of Luke Doherty. And then we've got NXGN Gr3. He is standing in for... where's that gone? Oh, Gr3 is sitting in for P1 Apache. Okay. Right, so we've got 15 minutes quali into the race. Sounds like there's a bit of skippy glitching going on. Raoul back in the house. Qualifying starting now then, says Gr3, so the lads will be getting themselves out on track. Let's just see who's in the room. Got P1 Dylan, Pilgrim Paddy, like I say, one of the reserve drivers. Got Gr3, P1 Benny, P1 Skippy, Mocking Weeks, P1 Dylan, P1 Rear Wheel, P1 Raoul, P1 Reg, NXGN Gr3, P1 Manny, P1 Diz, P1 Valium, P1 Don, and MRC CJW Gaming. Oh, who else has just joined? I think I've got them all. Yep, it's only me not out on track. Right, while that's playing, the tables up. So this is a team versus team event. We've got Team Red, Team White and Team Blue. Baggy, evening mate, let's have it. Current point standings for the team stand-ins. Team White are out front with 148 points. Team Red is on 125 points and Team Blue are 119 points. So anyone can still take it tonight, I think. Baggy will keep me updated on points. I am going to try and sort of work points out. It's the wrong pick. I think there's about 4 drivers that could potentially take the win tonight. Got P1 Reg, P1 Dylan, P1 Raoul and P1 Rear Wheel. I've got to hope on Reg GT not having a great race. I think even if he scores points, he's run away with it. He's only got to get points on the board and there's not a lot anyone else can do, I don't think. 20 points back. It's going to be a tough one, because if Dylan gets pole position and fastest lap and driver of the day, he could potentially take the win. Only going to take a couple of rage quitters. But current standings, so P1 Reg GT is leading the way. He's on 58 points. P1 Dylan, second place, 38 points. 2 points behind him is P1 Raoul, 36. 1 point back from him is Rear Wheel 72 on 35. 3 points back again in 5th is P1 Benny. 6th we've got Mocking Weeks with 30 points. 28 points in 7th P1 Don. 9th we've got Diz, 23 points. 8th Gr3 in 9th. 9th with 21 points. Also on 21 points is P1 Valium. Baggy sitting this one out. He's in, I suppose, 10th if that's joint 9th. He's on 20 points, but that is actually 11th. Luke Doherty in 12th. He's on 16 points. Two drivers on 11 points behind him, Skippy and why have I done that? Skippy and Manny both on 11 points. 9 points behind him is Big Baz, not racing. So CJW, one of the standing drivers, he has already got points on the board. He's already sitting on 8 points. He's in no way of any threat to anyone else on track. I've just seen a lot of drivers coming through that final turn, smashing into the wall. The driver almost doing it. So CJ on 8 points. P1RC Cakes not driving tonight, he's on 6 points, and P1 Apache, he's on 1 point. But, well out of this one. So let's turn the usual gubbins on. Always do that. Let's go and have a look at fastest man on track so far then. P1 Rowell 2:04.9. So quite long laps here at Saint Croix. Whereabouts are we on track? Let's find. Let me just go for a little flick, people. And if this particular driver is not going in the pits, Pilgrim Paddy, go on a bit of a lap with him. He's stopping out. So down the start finish straight into this 90-degree first turn. It's quite a wide circuit, so a lot of room for these Mustangs to play about on. Up the hill, through the squiggles. So not driven this course much myself this way. I've driven it the other way, quite like it, but I'm not going to go this way very often. So through the squiggles, down towards this sharp elbow, back towards, not quite on the bridge yet. Straight with the king, so down here through the little kink left, and then a nice long straight towards the awkward left-hander. Starts a bit tight and opens up only very slightly. So Pilgrim Paddy obviously not very familiar with this track either, taking his time a little bit through there. Not seen Pilgrim for a while, good to see him back on track. Hard on the brakes into this 90-degree onto the bridge. Got to be careful through here. There is, oh, exactly. Just there are kinks on the track, little lumps and bumps as you enter and exit the track, which can upset the car. Pilgrim Paddy though, just getting his foot down a little bit early, sticks himself in the pits. So unfortunately, we're not going to see a full lap. Got himself up front then, 2:04.569. So Rowell pushed down into second. Still on that 2:04.7. Dizzy in third, 2:04.980. Rear wheel in fourth. Usual suspects out front then, 2:05.5 for rear wheel. Reg GT in fifth, 2:05.6. So you can see the cars all sporting their red, white or blue livery. You can see Gr3 going backwards in his. Red Mustang. Does Reg GT run away with it then? Baggy, has he actually, I suppose he's only going to actually score points. There's not a lot anyone else can do. But yeah, the battle for second is certainly on. Rowell and rear wheel. Should be a good battle, especially if they all start close together. So it's finals night tonight. There has only been 4 races, but they've been good races actually. quite surprised how well these Mustangs have worked. They've not been good in other leagues I've seen them in. Possibly the updates have helped them. Yeah, looking quite stable here tonight. Maybe just the setup the lads have got on the car. So Raoul's got himself back out front, 204.236 then. So nearly 0.4 of a second quicker than Dylan. He's sticking himself on some new tyres. He's going to try and better that time. A little bit of glitching from Dylan. Is he in third? 204.9. Reg GT fourth. P1 Don in fifth. Benny in sixth. Rearwheel in seventh now. We've pushed way down the order. Gr3 coming in for a fresh set of boots as well. 205.8 for him, currently sitting in 8th. Just flicked past CJ. So standing driver tonight for CJ, sitting in for Baggy Snails, who's in the chat. 206.0 for CJ. If you can get it right, I would expect to see a really quick time out of CJ. Weeks in 10th, 206.2. Valium in 11th, 206.5. Just caught up in a bit of traffic at the minute. Gr3 12th, 206.8. Manny 13th, 207.3. Skippy 14th. His fastest on 212.0. So not quick times. Pilgrim Paddy has left and come back. He's also stuck with that traffic of Gr3 and Valium. Gets himself in the slipstream at the end of that straight. So 4.5 minutes, just under, for these drivers to try and take the crown off of P1 Raoul for qualifying. Purple fizzy pop tonight. Very nice it is too. So I have decided what I'm doing tomorrow night, if anyone was interested. I am going to stream my races, but I'm not talking to you lot. So if you want a bit of a laugh tomorrow night, it'll be completely different to this. It'll be me in my natural form, not in my Gr3 sitting in the corner form. It'll be the full swears, the full darksmoka in all his sweariness, I suppose. Especially if he's getting it wrong, or someone else is getting it wrong for him. So yeah, 2 races tomorrow night, qualifying of 20 minutes and 2 half-hour races tomorrow night. Me behind the wheel. Like I say, I'm not talking to you lot because I'll crash into a wall. I want to try and get some results. But I know you lot like it when I scream and shout down the mic. We did do when I did it a couple of seasons ago. That's enough for you, Dylan. Sorry, peeps, I'm halfway through rolling a ciggy. Don't hear that on the F1, do you? Eh? Because they're not down to earth, they're not like, you know, man of the people and that kind of stuff. Watch, I'll lose subscribers now. Dizzy actually getting himself up into second. Still got a little bit of glitching from Dylan going on here. Has struggled with his internet connection quite a bit actually, Dylan. Just get quite a bit of glitching. Reg GT's pushed himself up the order a little bit. He's gone up into 4th, 205.0. Weeks also going quicker, 205.1 up into 5th. Don 205.4 for 6th. Benny parked at the side of the track at the minute. 2:05.5 for Benny. 72 in 8th. 2:05.5, just got quicker. 8th position on the grid. 2:05.6 for Gr3. I think he was in 12th a second ago. So up the order a little bit. Got next gen Gr3. Just having a little team talk with his teammate there, P1 Benny. CJ in 11th, still putting those laps in. 2:06.0 his fastest. He has to go to 2:05.8, but he must have picked up a penalty somewhere for that lap not to be valid. We have only got 30 seconds till the end of quali. What's he got across the timing line? Oh, he's not far down. See if he can make that time before the end of this lap. So CJ has got a little bit of experience in these cars, having picked up points in the earlier races. Race 2 or race 1 you raced in, CJ? I can't remember. Is it 2? Oh, he's run himself wide a bit through there though, but we're not being given any time to finish laps. We are into race mode now then. Qualifying over, Raul taking pole position. Let's see how they get on. So a nice wide circuit is Saint Croix. So Raul first, Dylan second, is third, Reg GT fourth, Don fifth, Watkins sixth, Benny seventh, Rear Wheel eighth, Gr3 ninth, Gr3 10th, CJ 11th, Manny in 12th, Valium 13th, Skippy 14th, and Pilgrim Paddy at the back of the pack in 15th. So they're away. It's a good start by everyone. No one's got hung up on the grid, which is good. So change camera, damn it. So Raul leads us through turn 1. Does everyone get through cleanly? So that's 15th Pilgrim Paddy. Oh, sorry, it's Skippy. So Skippy maybe not having the best of starts already. Sitting at the back of the pack. There's a fair bit of glitching in this lobby tonight. So Raul having to fend off Dylan for the lead already. Dylan trying to get out front. These Mustangs swarming all over the place. P1 Don in the background's run himself wide. Where's he gone? P1 Don put himself down to back of the pack as he picked up damage. A little bit of rear end damage, but it's early on in this race. He's only at the back of the pack. He will benefit from the tow from the drivers in front if he can catch up with them. So Raul still leading, chucks himself over to the opposite side of the track to try and drop the tow. Dylan has got a good run on him, puts himself over to first. He's got the inside line into the next turn as well as to come off the bridge. Awkward bit of the circuit this though, that big drop and kink as they exit. Top 4, top 5 just starting to make a bit of a break at the minute. Mocking Weeks just hanging on to the back of the top 4. So Dylan for Team White holding the lead. There's a lot of glitching. Dylan. Raul in second. Still hot on his heels. Reg GT got himself up a position into third. Dizzy down into fourth. So Mocking Weeks has managed to cling on to these lot. Close the gap up a little bit using that slipstream. So big gap then back to CJW Racing, who's got himself up into 6th at the start of this race. So he's gone from 11th to 6th. It's a good start from him. 2.4 back from the top 5, leading this next pack down this long straight. The first turn, nice and tidily. He's got Gr3 hot on his tail though. A little bit of a gap back then to Gr3 in 8th. Side by side with Valium up the hill around this sweeping right-hander. Holds on to it just a little bit of door banging between Valium and Gr3, but That's what we're here for. Bit of action, bit of racing. Valium doing anything he can to try and get past Gr3 at the minute. He's going to the left, he's going to the right. We've got more drivers off in the background. Change camera, damn it! Pilgrim Paddy just getting himself back on track. Mane sideways. We've got P1 Don. Has he managed to stay out of that? Okay, so he's been in for tyres and fuel then, has P1 Don. Got his car repaired as well. Benny's done the same thing. Possibly picking up damage, so these two drivers way off the pack at the minute. There's 3 drivers hanging off the back of that. Mane Affect being one of those as well. So top 5 still making a break for it. Dylan holding that top spot. Raoul hot on his tail again though. GT still holding 3rd. Dizzy still 4th. Rocking Weeks 5th. Just a minute between these top 5. So we are on board with Mocking Weeks, looking at this train of Mustangs in front as they come around this final turn onto the long straight. Everyone benefiting from a tow except P1 Dylan out front, who's punching a hole through the air for the drivers behind. Hard on the brakes into this first turn as they were coming through there. Dylan still leading, Raoul's 2nd, Reg GT 3rd, Dizzy 4th, Mocking 5th. CJ in 6th, losing another 2nd to this bunch up front. Snake of Mustangs feeding their way through the Saint Croix circuit in these finals tonight. Looks like everyone's up for the battle. Keeping it really close through here. Nobody able to make a move on anyone else. See what happens down this long straight through the kink. Can anyone benefit as they head down towards this tight elbow at the bottom? Walking just losing a little bit of time there. He'll be able to gain that back up under braking. Drivers always concertina back up when there's a big pile of them like this. Right, so Dylan got the inside line into the bridge. Raoul looks like he's trying to run around the outside, or at least get a better run. Cuts back up the inside. Change the camera and get ourselves up onto Dylan and Raoul side by side as they head down the bridge then. Reg GT trying to squeeze his way down the middle. So Raoul running around the outside of Dylan, holds the inside into the next turn. Fortunately, Dylan's carrying more speed. Raoul drops back into 2nd. Reg GT almost made a move on Raoul as well. Diz side by side with Reg GT. So really good battles here at the front. Really close driving. Wow, chucking himself all over the place to try these different lines. Dizzy's going for a move. Looking down the inside, a little bit of contact between himself and Reg GT. He had to at least try and make a move. Nobody was going anywhere for a little while. Dylan's still leading. Raoul's 2nd. They've not gone anywhere. Let's go and have a look at these drivers behind. So CJ 4.4 back in 6th. Still got Gr3 hanging on to his rear end at the minute. 3/4 of a second back. Just gained a little bit of time on Gr3 there. So CJ not doing bad. 6th position. See if he can keep it on the black stuff. So Gr3 7th, a little bit of a gap then back to rear wheel in 8th, 3.9 seconds. There's a bit of pressure from Valium. He's got himself past Gr3 now, picked himself up with a penalty though. Oh, he's run himself wide through that turn. Valium, so he may pick up another penalty there. He's lost time. Gr3 gets past him, takes that 9th position back. Valium 10th. He's managed to get away without an extra penalty. Pilgrim Paddy got himself up into 11th. Starting to get the feel for the Mustang then. Georgie Harris, smiley face. P1 Don in 12th, so picked up damage early on, came in the pits, decided to go for a full refresh, tyres, fuel and everything, as did P1 Benny. He's now 14.1 seconds back from P1 Don in 13th. Skippy another 6 seconds back in 14th, driving for Team Blue. And Manny, driving for Team White, now 15.2 seconds back, sitting in last place. But again, big props to Manny. He does stop out every week, doesn't matter where he finishes, usually last. He does finish every race I've seen him. Right, top 5 have broken up a little bit. Dylan still leads. Diz has got himself up into first. I think Raoul has picked up damage somewhere. Where's he gone? Where you got Raoul? No, he's just coming for an early stop. So Dylan leading. Dizzy second. Mocking Week's third. Reg GT fourth. But off the pace, picked up a bit of front end damage. Looked like he and Raoul have had a bit of a coming together. He's under pressure from CJW Racing for that 4th position as well. So CJ, no damage on his car, a little bit of a penalty he's got to lose. Made up another position with Raoul coming in the pits, and hot on the heels of Reg GT for that position as well. Still got Ghost Realm Gaming lurking in the background, 1.2 seconds back now. Wheel 72 also getting tangled up somewhere, now down in 7th. Valium 8th, Don in 9th. Got a bit of a penalty. Raoul back out the pits in 10th. So yeah, just looks like he went in for tyres and fuel then for Raoul, sitting in 10th position. Burnfry 11th, gone for the same thing, tyres and fuel. Benny 12th. Skippy still 13th. Pilgrim Paddy now 14th after his stop. Come out and set of softs actually, not racing super softs. So 20 minutes left of this race. Manny Afek in 15th then. So Dylan now picks himself up a penalty. Right, so he's got to drop that and defend from Diz. You don't want to be sticking a wheel on the grass there either, Dill. He'll end up in a whole world of hurt. But Diz is going to have to come in the pits. Dylan's coming in anyway, so he follows him in. Mocking Weeks stops out. What's going on in the background? CJW chucks himself across track, gets himself in the pits. Might have had a bit of trouble as he came in. So Mocking Week stops out. I would probably expect to see Raoul at some point coming through. Dylan back out of the pits though. 3/4 of a tank, fresh set of racing softs. Just back out in 3rd, so he's gone for a full tank and racing softs. But now 4.5 seconds off the back end of Dylan. Don in 4th, 3.1 seconds back. Cutting all that turn off then. Raoul back out to 5th. Purple sectors from Raoul as well. CJW back out the pits in 6th. Not that far off of Raoul. Got himself past Reg GT in that pit window. Take on board as much fuel. Reg GT he got his damage repaired, so it took him a little bit of extra time in the pits. So he's now got to fend off Ghost Realm Gaming, and rear wheel 72 goes down the inside of Ghost Realm. What's happened there? Why did I go the wrong way? So rear wheel taking that out of place off Ghost Realm. Didn't just look like Ghost Realm didn't even see rear wheel coming. Has to drive all the way around the outside there. So rear wheel comfortably up into 8th then. Ghost Realm Gaming 9th. So Benny 10th. He's got Valium hot on his heels. Valium on the fresher tyre as well. Holding a lot more weight. Benny only got 1/4 of a tank on board. Valium is pretty much full. Show's going around the turn. Mustangs in the pits now. Where does he come out? Gr3 sitting in 12th. Does he coming down the start-finish straight now? When does... Why would you do that? Martin Weeks gets released. Dizzy gets past. Martin Weeks back out the pits into second, actually. So Dizzy, that extra fuel he's taken on board has cost him another position. Martin Weeks getting past. So Don in fourth, but he'll have to stop pretty quick, only with that quarter of a tank on board. Raoul in fifth. Less than a second between Don and Raoul. CJW in sixth, 2.5 back. Lost a bit of time to Raoul. So he has got that position over Reg GT, 4 seconds over him. Reg GT is taking little tenths out of that though. So Gr3 into 8th, got himself back past rear wheel 72. So these two look like they're going to be fighting it out for the remainder of the race. Benny in 10th, Valium 11th, lost a bit of time, picked up a penalty as well, he's got it wrong somewhere, Valium. Skippy also picking up a penalty in 12th. Manny 13th, Gr3 then 14th. Coming out of the pits on a fresh set of tyres. Manny's coming a few laps ago. And then Pilgrim Paddy, oh, he's got front and rear damage, so he'll be running a little bit slow on these long straights. Oh, spins the back end up and sticks it in the wall. He's picked up transmission damage. That's a long trip back to the pits for Pilgrim Paddy. The damage is on heavy in this league, so unfortunately it doesn't repair itself. Needs a trip back to the pits for that one. And it's been a slow trip back to the pits as well. So Dylan starting to gain a bit of a gap, 3.2 seconds over second place Mocking Weeks. Just starting to spread out now, these drivers. So Don comes in the pits now, he's going to lose many places. A lot of cars coming streaming down that start-finish straight now. So Dizzy still 3.2 back from Mocking, not managed to close that gap up. Raoul 1.8 back up into 4th. CJ promoted to 5th position. Again, losing a bit more time to Raoul. He's not lost any time to Reg GT though, that's still at 3.94 seconds pretty much. Full damage is great, bags. Like I say, it makes people be a lot more careful. So rear wheel into 7th. Now Don's out of the frame. We'll have to see where he comes back out of the pits. Gr3 in 8th. These two are swapping places pretty much every lap. So Benny 9th, now got P1 Don, must have literally come out of the pits behind him. At the inside. So straight past P1 Benny though. He's got the better tyre on for P1 Don. It's not better, it's just less worn. So Benny has to relinquish that 9th position, hand it over to Don, so sticks himself in 10th. Valium lost his penalty, 15.4 back, so only coming in a couple of laps ago by the look of it. Chunk of fuel, fresh set of boots, and 12th. So he'll be in a second as well, he's pretty much out of fuel. Gr3 13th, holding half a tank, just trying to lose his penalty as he comes off the bridge. Skippy 14th, Pilgrim Paddy 15th. So Pilgrim Paddy still rolling around with all that damage. Get yourself in the pits, Pilgrim. What are you doing? Is he trying to set the slowest laps? 2:54 that last lap. So Dylan still out front, 3.9 second lead over second place Mocking Weeks. Still, he's kept that gap to Dizzy, but Dizzy is under some serious pressure from P1RC now. Close that gap all the way down to less than half a second as they head down this long straight. It'll be a good fight as they come over the bridge. Rao looking to go down the inside of Diz. So there won't be any love lost here. They are different teams, red versus blue. So onto the bridge they come. You might see a move happen on the end of the bridge if Rao can keep his speed up. So closes in on Dizzy in front. Dizzy holds his line. Nowhere for Rao to go through here. So around this long left to this 90-degree right and then back down the hill towards the start-finish straight. A nice drive by Rao up the inside of Diz though through there. Just kept that power on, held his line over to the right-hand side, took the inside line into that turn. So nicely past Diz, but Diz is coming back into the final turn. He backs out of it. Might get a run into turn one. A little bit far back now though to make a move. Rao just sticking in another fastest lap of the race just to be sure. 2:04.3 for him. Diz just close up under braking. See whether anything comes of that. So CJ then 7.6 seconds down. Looks like he's had a bit of an incident or something. He's lost about 2 seconds to Red GT in 6th position. So CJ and Red GT are going to end up battling this one out. 10 minutes left on the clock. 72 out of the fight with Gr3 Gaming. So he's sitting in 7th place. Big gaps either side, 5.5 in front of Red GT, 8.2 behind to P1 Don. P1 Don got another 3 seconds over Gr3 Gaming. So he was having a bit of a punch up with rear wheel 72. But he's out of that fight now. 3.2 back from Don, 17 seconds back from Valium. But Valium is being pushed around that turn by Gr3. Gr3 just tries to slip it on the inside, doesn't work. Down the long straight. Yeah, I think we're going to see Gr3 go for a move down into this left-hand elbow. Oh, maybe not. Run wide though. Gr3's going to get a run on him towards the bridge, but Valium chucks himself over to the right side of the track, holds onto that inside line. Side by side as they come onto the bridge. Not carrying enough speed for Gr3. So Valium holds onto it. There's someone backwards on track. Who's that? Who's backwards on track? Where are you? It's Pilgrim Paddy. He's got the the entrance to the bridge all wrong. So there is a great big hole in the ground as you enter and exit. It does unsettle these cars if you're not ready for it. So he spins himself around and picks up more damage. I think he's just been in to get that repaired. Ouch. So last pit stop happening now. Mocking Weeks stops out. Holds on to first position. He's got 3.5 seconds over P1 Diz. Both of these drivers are going to have to stop. Possibly. You'll see. So Dylan back out the pits in 3rd. Another 3/4 of a tank, fresh set of racing softs. He's 14.5 seconds off race lead. 11.1 off 2nd place. Still holding 4.4 over 4th place. Rear wheel 72. He's also got 1/4 of a tank. Rao back out the pits, he's going to do the same thing. The tank, fresh set of racing softs. Red GT has got himself past CJW. I think they've both come in the pits. Red Reg GT taking on slightly less fuel to jump back in front of CJ. It's worked. CJ almost getting it wrong through there, nearly dragging himself down the wall. Got P1 Don, his teammate, closing in on him. So can CJ make anything of space between himself and Reg GT? His team order's going to come into effect here. CJ holds that inside line, nice and tidy between the two teammates. So now Don slips on the inside. CJ will hold the inside line into this next turn. Again, real clean driving, door-to-door stuff. Don tries to get a better run through the turn. Doesn't quite work out for him. CJ still out front in this battle. Again, Don going for a move. Into the final turn. CJ holding on to that 7th place. Now Don side by side. He's now got the advantage into the first turn. Now swapping places. Don's just got it at the minute. Can CJ roll it around the outside? Does great bit of driving from CJ. Takes that 7th position back off of Don. A pair of them will be loving this. So again, Don's going to try for another lap. Switches back to the inside, goes for the move. Can CJ run it around the outside again? He does. Get a bit more board action. So again, Don goes for a move. He's side by side with CJ as they head up towards this bridge again. Through this left hand elbow. Again, CJ runs side by side with Don. Drops his penalty through there. He's going to hold on the inside line into this bridge as well. Again, side by side. Great driving between these two. Oh, why did I do that? Wrong driver. So Don got himself past for now. CJ just got his nose in front. Can he hold it into this left-hander? He does. Might have just compromised his line. Oh dear, Dylan's left the room. I think he may have been glitching too much. Maybe. Don's got himself back past CJ now. Can CJ stay with Don, make a move down into this final turn? Some great driving between those two. A couple of laps of it as well. Bumper to bumper, side by side. CJ loses his penalty. Concentrate on his hunt for P1 Don again. Let's change these camera angles up and go and see what's happening out front. Mocking Weeks still leading then. Half a tank on board. Semi-worn set of super softs. He's got a 2.8 second lead over Diz. He's on a very similar situation. Worn set of super softs, just over a quarter of a tank. Just over 3.5 minutes remaining. There's Mocking Weeks in the distance. Raul's got himself up into 3rd, half a tank for a set of super softs. GT 4th, P1 Don 5th. CJ still in that fight. But Rubo 72 is closing up. So these 3 teammates piling the pressure on each other. Got CJ going for another move back on P1 Don. He's now got the inside line into this turn. P1 Don unable to run it around the outside. So CJ back up into 5th almost. P1 Don's carried a lot of speed through there. He's still got the inside line into this bridge section though as CJ ghosting out through the turn. Dangerous. So Don actually got himself through. Again, doesn't say that CJ's not going to go for a move back into the turn off the bridge. He does. Side by side on the exit. Nice and clean between these two. It's been a fantastic little battle at the end of this race. P1 Don just holds on to 5th. Sorry everyone else, but this is kind of where it's at the minute. And they are teammates, but It's a really good battle between CJ and Don. Oh, CJ's just run himself a bit wide through there. Can he keep his speed? Picked up a penalty again for his trouble. Right, let's go through. 2 minutes left on the clock. That's a lap. Mocking Weeks holding on to that top spot. Nearly 3-second lead over second place Diz. Unfortunately, we've lost Dylan. I think his connection just not good enough to support him racing at the minute. Raoul in third. A little bit off the pace, 8.2 back. No chance of him making up positions without a mistake from those drivers in front. Reg GT into fourth. He's had a good battle. Made his way up into fourth position. We've 6 on the grid, Reg. Yeah, the top 5 started pulling away. Got a little bit fighty and split up. So Don holds on to 5th. Managed to make a bit of a break from CJ. 3/4 of a second between these two. Rear wheel 72 in the background is only a second back off CJ as well. Big gap back to 8th place, Gr3. 12, nearly 13 seconds. He's got another 10 seconds back to P1 Benny. So Gr3, 22 seconds back. Skippy hot on his tail though. Can Skippy do anything at the end of this race? Again, teammates battling it out. Man is only 2.2 seconds back in 12th. Valium, unfortunately, he's got it wrong into the wall, picked up damage. It looks like he's done that in turn 1, so he's got a full lap to do with that damage. That is an awful shame. So on board with Mocking Weeks. 15 seconds remaining. I think we're going to see another lap from Mocking. 5 seconds remaining. Comes across the line to start another lap. Does he get the chance? Is Dizzy? No, so he doesn't. Dizzy finishes in second then. Raoul comes home third. Reg GT fourth. CJ's got himself past. What happened to Don? Oh, I should have stuck with that one. CJ comes home sixth, but picks up a penalty, which allows Rear Wheel to actually take 5th. So CJ 6th. Did you stop on the line to get your penalty drop there, CJ? Not too sure. Gr3 7th. Benny in 8th. P1 Don. Oh, P1 Don ran out of fuel. Don. Still a long way back to that start-finish line, mate. You've got drivers coming up behind you as well. P1 Don. Oh, Don. Oh, he's had a bad season, has Don, in the N300s and the Mustangs. He's usually up there as well. So Gr3's coming through to take that 9th position. Sitting there on the grid, not too sure why. Can P1 Don get 10th? No. Skippy takes 10th. P1 Don takes 11th. Just Manny Affect just coming in the background. Nearly getting involved in those 10th, 11th, 12th positions. Valium with all that damage. A few corners to go. 13th position. And Pilgrim Paddy just rolling around in the back. Already finished the race. Not the best of nights for Pilgrim Paddy. Yes, I forgot. We've still got race leader. Where is he? Here he is. Forgot about you, Mocking. Crossed the line, and I've been talking about everyone else. So great racing for Mocking tonight. Kept it up there with the front pack. Didn't get involved with any of the incidents. Comes home to take that top spot. P1 Valium. And Mocking Weeks, not quite sure which way either one was going. So. Come on then, Bags. Read the points out. Get them going. Reg GT taking the win. It has been enjoyable. Who came second? Let me have a look at them points again. Blam pow. Diz came second. Okay. Right, that's the wrong chat. That's the right chat. So Dylan left the room. I think it's going to be Raoul. He's going to take second position. He is. Then it's going to be Mocking Weeks, I think. I think he's going to jump up the order massively. 21 points. That put him on 51. Oh, my brain hurts just trying to work maths out. Oh, it's just too much. I'm not doing it. Well done, Reg GT. Taking top spot. Well done, Raoul for second. And then well done, third position. But yes, some good racing tonight. I knew I should have stuck with that battle between CJ and Don. It was brewing to be something pretty good. It turned out I missed the action. Never mind. So that was the finals of the P1RC's Gr3 Mustangs. It's only a 4-week league, but it was a pretty good league as well. So tomorrow night, let's have a little think. GTTCC, me behind the wheel, Swearfest. Don't let your kids watch. Probably don't tell your mums about that one either. Maybe that might be a wise idea. So that's tomorrow night. Nothing on Saturday. Sunday night back at 9 o'clock for the P1 boys. Again, they're racing in their N300 90s Classic League. That has been a great series as well. Some really close battles in that one. Pav 46 starting to do some real damage in there. He's had a couple of weeks of good results as Pav. So that's Sunday night. Monday, no minis, but we have got the team versus team event. That is going to be the Next Gen Boys versus GTFR. That's going to start at 8 o'clock. So I think the lobby is going to be open and my stream is going to start about 7:45. And then we jump straight into the first of two races, Brands Hatch and Alsace. I forget which is first. Two different cars as well. I forget what they are. One's, I want to say an Alteza, but I'm probably lying, so let me not lie to you. Nothing Tuesday, back, oh no, Wednesday, mid-season break for the Gr3 team versus team event. So nothing on then. And then me, being an idiot, thinking this league was on Saturdays when it's not. It's on a Thursday. That's kind of why I signed up to it, because I thought it was a Saturday, which would give me Thursdays free to practice for tomorrow night. But that's the team versus 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 team event. So that's all pretty much every sim racing group going that most people know about on Facebook and that sort of thing. They've got 2 drivers each, and they're going to battle it out for, I believe, 7 weeks. It might be 5 weeks. So 2 drivers from each sim racing group turn up week in, week out, and represent their sim racing group and try and look for the win. And then yeah, that's about it. So tomorrow night, Swearfest, me behind the wheel. Like I say, I won't be talking to you lot because I'll crash into a wall if I do. It's always the case. Yeah, I thought you might have been learning that track, CJ, as you went. It is the reverse track of where you and I had a really good battle a couple of seasons ago. So yes, tomorrow night Swearfest for GTTCC, streaming that. Don't tell your kids, don't tell your mums. Sunday night P1 boys 9 o'clock. 7:45, 8 o'clock-ish for the team versus team on Monday. That's Next Gen versus GTFR. Nothing Wednesday, and then the new TV Thursday. That's the lineup. I've probably told you already. Get myself back to Donington on the 20th. CJW Racing, who you've seen watching racing tonight, and in the chat there. Blah 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 blah. He will be there as well. We've got MRC Bobby going. We'll probably have Potter McPot in the house. I think there's a few other of the sim racing mob going. There's a couple of my mates, maybe my boy as well. So yeah, there's a whole bunch of us going down there, and you definitely won't be able to miss us. Not after what MRC Bobby pulled out of the bag the other day. today, in fact. So I get a text off him, and he's got someone to make up flags for me and CJW Racing. Got to give props to MRC Bobby. He is a boy. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope you've liked what you watched. Give it a like, give it a subscribe. Oh, TBT. When's that? Oh, is that Tuesday? Oh yeah, there is something on Tuesday. That is the P1 boys having a team versus team. Who's that against? Quick bags. Who's the TBT against? I forget. It's all been organised in a bit of a hurry. 8 PM Tuesday then. Cool, blimey. Oh yeah, that's right. Every night next week I'm streaming. God damn. So Monday night got the next gen team versus team GTFR race. Tuesday night I've got the P1 boys team versus team against whoever the hell they're racing against. Ah yeah, no Wednesday off. Oh, at least to get Wednesday off. Mid-season break for the Gr3s. Oh, thank God for that. I thought I had a full schedule next week. I do get Wednesday off. Great. Who are you racing against, Bags? He's still not told me. Baggy, who are you racing against, Bags? Bags. I'm going to finish it. Nobody will know. Be a surprise for them and me when we will watch it Tuesday. Busy man, I know. That's not who you're racing against, though, is it? That's what I need to know. That's the information I need, Bags. Come on. My finger's hovering over the exit this stream button. So Ghost Realm just setting up a lobby for tomorrow night's race. I should jump on really and get some practice, but I'm going to wait till tomorrow afternoon. That's what I'm going to do. Baggy! Who the hell are you racing on Tuesday? Is it team versus team against who? Flipping Manchester United? What's going on? I say Manchester United because Baggy's an Everton fan. I don't know, it winds him up. I don't give a flying. I nearly swore then. I don't care about football. He's still not told me who's racing against, Bags. It's got to be like 3 words. Something racing, or Blur sim racing, or something. But yeah, don't forget, get yourselves down to Donington. Come and check us all out. We're all a bit mental, to be honest. In the flesh, we're all a bit loose cannons. So get yourselves down. Come and say hello. Like I say, you won't miss us, especially if the flags are anything to go by. They're flipping huge. Right, Baggy, you're not typing quick enough. I'm going. But there is a team versus team. P1 boys versus somebody on Tuesday, 8 PM next week. That's it. Give it a like, give it a subscribe, tell your mates, tell your mums. My name's darksmoka. I'm out of here.